I think this is because we have fostered so much fragile narcissism in young women, that they are incapable of forming normal relationships. They're only seeking someone to protect that ego, to constantly adore them. So neurotic and emotionally fraught that they completely crumble at the sign of any humanity in the man they're dating. That's what the ick says. It's the female narcissist being disgusted at a man's vulnerability.
Guys, I came across this video of this psychiatrist, and she's also a psychotherapist, Dr. Hannah maybe Spear, I'm not really sure. But she's gonna break down why men pretty much are stepping away. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Chivalry. They have become these elaborate performances that are the bare minimum. They are just you being treated properly. Romance has become a theater. It's not about the future. It's about propping up girls' egos even further. No, I won't be That's okay. I mean, oh yeah, it's cute and sweet until you speak to this mother that I was speaking to the other day. Now she's slightly older than me. She has sons several sons, and they're grown, dating. And she was close to tears. She's a really decent woman, and her sons are as well. They are educated, employed. They just want to build normal, happy lives. And these girls, she said to me, they don't really have much. They just take and take.
I just turned down a first date I had said yes to. I like that he had made solid plans, but here's the deal breaker. I asked if he was going to send a car for me, and he responded with, "Do you really need that?" I mean, technically no one needs anything, but yes, that's what I want.
You know, they don't have the money for this. She's expecting that he pick her up in a limousine. She's expecting things that he cannot afford, not even for himself.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should.
Well, if you can't afford to date, don't date. What do you want?
And
Listen, men have been saying this for a minute. These women have become too expensive, but for no reason. I'm like, we get a lesser quality woman that's more expensive. Can you imagine? In 2026, they're trying to charge you full price for like a 2010 Honda Civic. They're trying to charge you, hey, this 2010 is $30,000, homie. And let me remind you that it's had like 7 different owners before you. Good luck. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
there's no reciprocity, there's no thoughtfulness. And she said, even with all of that, there's no guarantee, there's no final commitment. But now it seems young women are just taught that affection simply arrives. Of the gifts, the trips, everything just arrives.
You got me normal doors.
It's a Tesla.
My dream car is an X.
Something else she said also stuck with me. She said, when I met my husband's parents, I was terrified. I desperately wanted them to like me. I spent a lot of effort in how I behaved with them. And now today, when I meet these girlfriends of my sons, they almost seem indifferent. Arrive late. They always have a headache. They don't make any effort to get to know us. And she said, it's almost like I'm the one who's on audition. I'm the one who's nervous to make a good impression on her. Courtship, it used to be you want to see the other person make an investment. That's what you're looking for. And that making an effort to have the parents like you is you investing in the relationship. I think these proposals are just the first manifestations. So here's a mother posting on Facebook a photograph of her daughter's proposal and saying just, it's so wonderful to see a boy treating her right. This is just her getting the princess treatment she deserves because she's a princess, and it's just the bare minimum. What is this treating her right? And then underneath that, a mother replies with a question. She asks whether the boy had actually made the sign himself, because in her experience, these elaborate proposal posters are usually made by the boy's mother, who spends hours on Pinterest creating the perfect display while her son simply held it for the photograph. So we now have mothers performing romance on behalf of their teenage sons.
Why? Why? This is really what I want to ask you ladies who think this quote unquote princess treatment that you should be getting it. Why should you get it? What is so special about you that you're bringing to this man that you deserve princess treatment? So what does he deserve? Does he deserve prince treatment, or it doesn't matter what he deserves because he's just a man and he should be honored to even be in your presence? I don't know what's going on with these dads. I really don't. I really don't. I would not have my son no, you're not doing all of this, man, for a girl. She needs you more than you need her. You're not doing all of this for a girl, because that's going to put them in a routine of, I have to go above and beyond to show her that I like, nah, man. Nah, homie. You go up to her and say, hey, listen, I think we will look good together at the prom. Will you be my date? I don't know if you have somebody. Do you have somebody? Or you don't? Awesome. Do you want to go with me? Cool. I'll pick you up around 7 so I can meet your folks and everything. Grab a little something to eat and do it. Like, that's how you do it. Why are these men putting on these shows to prove themselves to people to people that they don't need? Would you do that? Would you would you go out here? Would you go out here and prove yourself to somebody that you don't need? Oh, please let me be the one to pay your bills. Oh, please let me be the one to solve all your problems, even though you're bringing me nothing in return. Like, come on, man. This is ridiculous.
So that another mother's daughter can upload it as proof that she's being valued. I can't, and then everyone celebrates it. So it's so cute. This is really just this epidemic of narcissistic mothers raising narcissistic daughters. The narcissism in the mother of the boy being, look what a perfect ally I raised, an ally for princesses everywhere. Everyone, yes, we are doing better. And then these poor boys. This is not cute. Chivalry has its purpose. It's a very old concept. It's supposed to be saying, I'm trying to make myself into someone who's worthy of your sacrifice. And the woman you're trying to woo, she's supposed to be a maiden, and then she's supposed to transition into someone who sacrifices back. And that never happens. She wants to stay in that maiden archetype indefinitely, being given things indefinitely. They want that investment from him. They want the eternal courtship without making a commitment towards marriage. Well, until they're 35, and then they complain, where have all the good men gone?
Where are we meeting the men that don't stop? Where are we finding them? Where are all the good men at?
Where have all the good men gone? Where are all the good men?
Where do I find the nice guy that wants a simple, healthy relationship?
Oh, where the fuck are you finding good men?
Another dynamic that...
For these ladies that ask, where are the good men? Let me tell you why I don't take them seriously. In order to make a man happy or to be a suitable wife for a man, you're pretty much, if you're a woman, you're pretty much born with everything you need. The only thing you have to do is just preserve yourself, meaning don't be out here having these hot girl Meg Thee Stallion hoe phases. Preserve your value and live long enough to be 18. Once you do that, you pretty much, the only thing you have to do for a man is just be nice to him. Don't talk his head off like he's one of your girlfriends, because he's not. I hear women saying, well, I want a husband to be my best friend, all this other nonsense. Listen, that's not, no, I'm not going to be, I'm your protector. I'm your husband. Your husband is greater than you want a best friend or you want a husband. This is why women love gay dudes so much. They want that masculine energy, but they still want to treat him like he's a girl. No, you're not going to talk me to death about this gossip. You do that with your friends. Now, what you need, your tire change? I'll be here for you for that. Let me get back. I'm sorry, I had a side tangent. Be nice to your man, respect him, follow his lead, cook him a meal and have sex with him. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You can learn everything that you need to do for a man in about a 10-minute class. As long as you stick to the program, you're going to be okay. Women are messing up. They use their 20s when they're young and hot and the belle of the ball. They use that time to go out here, mess with the bad boys, have these hot girl summers, not really take life not that serious. You understand what I'm saying? Then when they hit that 30 and they realize that the attention's starting to fade, your looks are starting to fade too. Your body's not as tight as it used to be. Now you want to go back and say, all right, let me go get a man who wanted me 10 years ago. But he's already moved on. The good men don't want you, because why would they? Why would they? When they see, because of social media now, men can see how women are living their day-to-day lives, because so many ladies are self-absorbed with themselves. They're always posting online. So men just go on and just, okay, let's see what these ladies are up to now. And then majority of y'all think in a hive mindset. So we know if one person's doing it, it's not going to take too long before the other one start to do it. Granted, not all women are like this. There's a lot of beautiful, intelligent wives out there that are just waiting to be found. The question is, are you one of them? Do you have any prospects? Y'all can't even get a second date. What we talking about right now? What we talking about right now? Y'all don't know how to treat a man. You don't know how to cater to a man. Why would a man be lucky to have you? And even still, majority of men, if you really want to see what love is, look at the men that are married. Majority of men do not need women. If he's with you, madam, if there's a woman listening to this, if you have a good man and he's with you, he does not need you. If I were you, I would make yourself valuable by hanging around, maybe, I don't know, washing a dish or something like that. Women will want men to invest and be a husband up front from date number one. They want that man to be a husband, to invest time, money, energy, resources into her. But you can't even ask her what she brings to the table. Majority of women don't like that question because they don't have an answer for it. And the women that do have an answer, they know that what they bring to the table is nothing compared to what he's bringing to the table, or what he has to bring to the table, or what you want him to bring to the table. This is why these men aren't getting married anymore.
We see that sort of where you see this emotional immaturity, I would say, lack of transitioning where that should have happened, is the ick.
I go, what's the ick? She goes, the ick is when you go on a date with a guy, he does one thing and you never want to fuck him ever. I was like, that's the least relatable thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I was like, what happened? She goes, we went to a park. He sat crisscross applesauce.
Now, therapists and psychologists are coming out and trying to say that no, this reveals a deep neurobiological mate selection mechanism. And it's like they search for evolutionary explanations to sort of excuse women of this ridiculous trend.
What's your biggest ick?
It's a train ticket.
What? Did you say buy a train ticket?
Yeah, buy a train ticket. Honestly, it's actually disgusting. It's not manly.
It's not manly to buy a train ticket.
No, it's petty. It's little boy behavior.
This ridiculous word that they use to disqualify men. I don't believe any of it, because if you look at what women say when asked what gives you the ick, there's no obvious biological principle connecting these behaviors at all. So if this were an evolved mechanism for avoiding poor mates, then we'd expect some consistency, right? Instead, the triggers are astonishingly arbitrary. They occur precisely when the man stops performing effortless confidence and starts revealing that he has feelings, that he is a human being who is sometimes awkward, that becomes emotionally invested, that reveals vulnerability, that he is a human being that she has to show empathy for, she has to relate to, and she gets the ick.
It's the fact that she realizes that this man, I have to do work for this man. So many women think I shouldn't have to do anything for a man because he's a man. That means he shouldn't need anything from me because I'm lesser than him. And if he needs something from me, then he's less. He's less of a man, basically. If this man needs to talk to me or needs any type of anything or any type of support from me, like, why does he need that? He's supposed to be a man. I shouldn't have to do anything. He should be doing things for me because I'm the princess. So if I have to do anything for him, in her mind, she's like, that's not manly. He should fit the man that I have in my mind. And if he doesn't fit this mythical man that I have in my mind, then something's wrong with him. And then they let these good men go.
This morning, I was on a flight with my fiance and he got a nosebleed and I got the ick.
It's so cruel.
Do you know why? One, because he just got a nosebleed, like at the most inconvenient time. We just landed, the seatbelt sign was still on. He's doing an 11. I'm like, calm down. Two, he's acting as if it's painful.
Bless him.
And I'm like, it's not painful. And he's like, And I'm like, it's not painful though. It's not painful.
I do it professionally.
It's giving ick.
It seems they want someone who appears completely self-sufficient, emotionally controlled, socially desired. They're selecting for a man who can permanently occupy this role of protector and provider, an emotional anchor, someone who requires very little emotional caretaking in return, because they want to be in this maiden role forever.
I get the ick so fucking quickly. Like, if you are not obsessed, if you're not obsessed with me, I don't want it. I'm immediately not interested. Like, what? No. Thirsty. You need to be absolutely starving for me. If
Do you hear? Do you hear? I don't even have the words. Do you hear how these ladies speak? And they're so comfortable with saying this makes absolutely no sense. And they are so comfortable with saying this bullshit. She's smiling while saying this. Read the room, madam. Read the world. Read the nation. What you're saying doesn't make any sense. And so many women talk like this. Like they are just the bee's knees with nothing to show for it except for a high body count.
If I even feel remotely like you're not as into me as you were yesterday, like, I'm gone. So sorry about that. Not really sorry.
They want a permanent psychological structure of courtship, and for that, he can't become someone she has to take care of and perform empathy for, etc. This reel is disturbing in that sense, showing how even in a marriage, a man can't get the basic level of empathy from his wife.
What are you doing? Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire. It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's not a piece of a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. Does that make sense?
Sorry to hear that, and I'm sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.
There's clearly that element of human, this interpersonal relationship that they're unable to form. They know how to consume relationships, to rank them and to critique them. They know exactly how to describe what's wrong. They don't know how to make things work. It's the ick is the emotional language of a generation that has become unusually intolerant of just ordinary imperfection, and that makes intimacy completely impossible. I think this is because we have fostered so much fragile narcissism in young women that they are incapable of forming normal relationships. They're only seeking someone to protect that ego, to constantly adore them. So neurotic and emotionally fraught that they completely crumble at the sign of any humanity in the man they're dating. That's what the ick says. It's the female narcissist being disgusted at a man's vulnerability.
Guys, that's it for today's video. Listen, comment down below your thoughts on this. I'm gonna follow her. I might do another of her videos down the road. If you haven't done so already, hit that like, hit that hype button. If you want another good video, click this one on your left. If you want a great one, click this on the right, and I will see you in another one.